One of the basic but fun features of Photoshop is a technique where you can cut out a part of one photo and paste it onto another photo to create a new image. In this demo, I had a photo with bright autumn leaves and I wanted to paste these leaves onto a background of the rough textured bark of a tree to end up with the final product displayed on the screen. I am using Photoshop CS5 for this demonstration. Let us remove this photo by pressing Ctrl and W and start at the beginning. First of all, we would load the background photo, in this instance the bark, by going to File and Open and double-clicking on the background photograph. The photograph will now appear on the screen and also in the Layers panel. Secondly, we open the photograph from which we want to paste a portion onto our background. Again, File, Open, double-clicking on the photograph that we want, and it will appear on the screen and also in the Layers panel. It would now appear as if our background photograph has disappeared, but it hasn't. It is only hidden behind this leaves photograph. We now have to select the part of this photo which we wish to paste onto our background, in this case the twig with the leaves. For this photo I found the magic wand tool the best. You will find it fourth from the top in the Photoshop toolbox. Left click on the selection tool and hold your mouse button down and select the magic wand tool and it will be available. Click now onto an appropriately colored part of the leaves and the photograph will be selected automatically. Make sure that the tolerance is set beforehand at 200 and the anti-alias box being ticked. The next step is to copy the leaves by pressing Ctrl and C together. The leaves are now selected and stored in the computer's memory. And the next we have to get rid of the photograph, and we do that by pressing Ctrl and W, and the background photograph will be back on screen. If you are asked the question whether you want to save the changes to the previous photograph in a little pop-up menu that will appear here, you will answer no to that question. The next step is to paste our selection onto the background by pressing Ctrl and V. The leaves will now appear on the background photograph and also in the Layers panel. At this stage, one can move these leaves around by going to the Move tool right on top of the layer of the toolbox, the Photoshop toolbox, and clicking on it, you can move it to any location. One can also change the shape or the size by going to Edit and Free Transform or Transform. There are any number of selections that we can do. We don't want to do anything, so we just remove that. And the last step would be to go to Layer and Flatten Image, and now you have your final photograph, which is now ready for further editing as you would do with any other